Good afternoon and welcome to Vanessa Loves. I'm having many conversations at the moment where honesty is the topic of conversation. And it's not necessarily being honest in the conversations you're having outside of yourself. What's really striking a chord with me is the conversations that I'm having with really vulnerable, willing and courageous people who are owning up to being dishonest with themselves. This causes a whole myriad of problems and stress and unnecessary struggles in our life when we are disillusioned by the fact that if we are dishonest with ourselves, that we think we will have an easier ride. Whereas in actual fact, if we can look at the person in the mirror and be totally honest with who we are, what we're thinking, what our struggles are, and be totally okay with the deepest, darkest part of us, the part that we would much rather not show the outside world, when we can recognize what that is, when we can embrace that part of us, when we can do the work around that to truly acknowledge, accept and love that part of us, we open ourselves up to the possibilities, boundless possibilities, limitless possibilities. And it reminded me of a poem that I was gifted by a colleague a few years ago, and I just wanted to read it to you. I've read it many times before, but it just seems really poignant right now. And it's called The Person in the Glass. When you get what you want as your struggle for self, and the world makes you king or queen for the day, just go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that person has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or spouse whose judgment upon you must pass. The person whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back from the glass. You're the person to please, never mind all the rest, for you're with you clear up to the end. And you've passed your most dangerous and difficult test if the person in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of life and get pats on your back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the person in the glass. And that was a poem by Dale Wimbrow. I come back to it often, and I gift it to clients and I share it often, and I have it on my sort of vision space to remind myself of the importance of being honest with myself first. If we deny, if we run away from, if we hide from that part of ourselves that we would much rather not see, like I said, it creates a whole myriad of struggles and stresses and unnecessary pain in our life. If you could answer the question, what's the one thing I don't want you to know about me? If you could look in the mirror and pretend you were maybe talking to somebody else, but if you could look in the mirror and say, what's the one thing I don't want anyone to know about me? And you could just spend a few minutes just sitting with what comes up for you and be compassionate with yourself and recognize that that part of you that comes up is not the part to hide. It actually is the part to embrace. There is a gift in that painful part of you that you would much rather not show. There is a way to love and embrace that part of you and accept that part of you. And there is a way to see that there is a gift that you can use then to open up a whole myriad of possibilities for you. If you would like some guidance and some help into how to recognize that part of you that maybe you are denying or running away from, if you would like some help and guidance into see how the gift of this pain can help you live a more harmonious life, please do get in contact. I would love to have a conversation with you. That's, for me, is what the concept of naked is all about, is getting comfortable with the parts of you that you would much rather not show. Thank you for joining me today on Vanessa Loves, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.